Dear students, this is my second video for linear equation. In this video, we will learn how to make equation which is based on practical problem, like based on numbers or based on ages. So let's start with exercise 15b. One of the example of based on numbers is the sum of three consecutive odd numbers is 87. What are the odd numbers? So to find the odd numbers, we are always counting the numbers as x, x plus 2, x plus 4. Why we have added 2 and 4? Because the numbers are not natural number. These are odd numbers. Means we have to add 2 to get next odd number. So let three odd numbers be x, x plus 2 and x plus 4. And according to question, if we will add all three numbers, then we will get 87. So let's add all the numbers. So by adding 3x, we will get 3x and 2 plus 4 will be 6. Here 87 we have to write as it is given. Then after we will subtract 6 from 87 and we can easily find the value of x. So we will write here x equal 81 by 3 and we will get 27. Next question is, if it is based on ages. So one of the example is a father is 3 times as old as his son. 15 years hence he will be twice as old as his son. What is the sum of their present ages? Means we have to find first their present ages, then after we will add. So let the son's age be x years. So the father's age will be 3 into x because it is thrice of the son's age. Now after 15 years, if we will add 15 in son's age, so it will be son's age after 15 years. Same thing we have to do with father also. So son's age will be x plus 15 and father's age will be 3x plus 15. Now according to question, after 15 years, father's age will be twice of the son's age. Means if we will multiply by 2 in son's age, it will be equal to father's age. So to balance the equation, we will write here 2 into x plus 15 equal 3x plus 15. Then after we will collect all the variable terms left side and numbers right side. So by collecting we will get here 3x minus 2x and equal 30 minus 15. So value of x will be 15 and son's age will be 15 years, and to get the father's age we will multiply by 3, so it will be 45. To find the sum of their ages, we will add both father's and son's age and we will get 60 years. Next is which is based on mensuration. So one of the example is length of a rectangular blackboard is 8 meter more than its breadth. So if its length is increased by 7 meter and its breadth is decreased by 4, so its area remains unchanged. What is the length of blackboard? So let the breadth of the blackboard be x meter. So length will be x plus 8 as it is given in the question that it is 8 meter more than the breadth. After that we will calculate area. So to calculate area of rectangle we will use formula length into breadth. So it will be x into x plus 8. Then after increasing length, new length will be x plus 8 is previous length and we have to add 7, so we will get x plus 15 meter, and new breadth will be x minus 4 because it is decreased by 4. After that we have to find new area. So new area will be, we have to multiply both length and breadth, so it will be x plus 15 into x minus 4. By multiplying we will get x square plus 15x minus 4x minus 60. And according to question you can see that after increasing length and decreasing breadth, area remains unchanged. So we can compare both areas. X square plus 8x is equals to 8x square minus 11x minus 60. We have solved the equation 15 minus 4, so we will get 11. You can see x square can cancel x square while subtraction, so we will not write both terms. And we will get x square minus 11x equal minus 60. So minus 3x will be minus 60 and x will be 20. So for finding the length we can say that x plus 8 will be 20 plus 8 and we will get 28 meter length of the blackboard. And next example is based on speed. So one of the example is two cars A and B leave Mumbai at same time traveling in opposite direction. So if the average speed of car A is 8 km per hour more than that of B, and they are 300 km apart at the end of 6 hours. So what is the average speed of car A? So you can see whole question in this simple diagram. Suppose this is the place Mumbai and the car left in two opposite direction. So after 6 hours they have traveled 300 km. So time is 6 hours and distance traveled by them is 300 km. So we will use one of the formula, speed equal distance upon time. So to find the distance we can also multiply speed into time. Now let's start solution. So let the average speed of car B is x km per hour. Then the average speed of car A will be x plus 8 obviously, as it is given in the question. And after 6 hours distance traveled by car A equal. To find the distance we will multiply speed into time. So speed is x plus 8 and time is 6 hours. And distance traveled by car B will be same thing we have to do. So it will be 6x. And according to question, if we will add both the distances, so we will get 300. So we have added here 6 into x plus 8 plus 6x equal 300. And we will add, after that we will get x equal 21 kilometer per hour. And average speed of car A will be x plus 8. So we will add 21 plus 8 and we will get 29 kilometer per hour.